Hey guys, welcome to my run on World of Illusion's Divine Leviathan in D4 Global, featuring the release of Lenna's FR and BT. I did get quite lucky. I managed to snag both of Lenna's FR and BT in just 4 multis beyond the free pools. So 80,000 gems I think is a steal to get both the FR and BT, and I obviously maxed her out. Honestly, this fight isn't too difficult if you have a way to deal with debuffs, but can actually be very challenging if you don't have any form of debuff evasion. If you don't have Lenna, I would recommend to bring someone else that can prevent debuffs, such as maybe a Raijin Call or using someone like Ares or Wise. You don't really need Lenna because there are all the other options available to prevent debuffs, and if you can prevent debuffs, then the fight is significantly easier. The other thing about this fight is the HP gates, which is 89%, 69% and 29%. In particular, the 69% HP gate requires the boss to use really bad breath, and they can't use it if you are in summon or BT mode, which means that their health is locked at 69% until you exit summon or BT mode. For that reason, the strategy that I took here is to go into force time as early as possible, but to delay using BT mode all the way until the boss hits 69%, and once there I use BT mode to finish off the fight. The 29% also requires a bit of adjustment, but I'll cover more into that once I get into the BT mode. First off, going into the party, I have Noctis, Lenna and Iris, and there is quite a bit of flexibility here. I'm using Lenna obviously because of the ticket mission. Noctis is there for the echoes as well as the warp step, allowing me to take many turns in a row while denying the bosses any turns. In fact, this entire run will be done before the bosses get any turn at all. And finally, for Iris, Iris is actually optional. Instead of Iris, you can use any other force cage charger that has also access to echoes. However, if you are lacking in ultimate weapons, for example in this fight I'm using a 505 bow and sword ultimate weapon on Lenna and Noctis. If you have anything lesser, you can still make the same run, in which case I would recommend using Iris because she can allow you one extra turn of big damage after your fast force time has ended by use of her EX. Though if you are very well equipped in ultimate weapons like I am on this fight, then essentially any force cage charger with echoes should work as well. Rem is also a good example because she can also manipulate turns, so the combination of Rem and Noctis makes it very easy to set up the proper turn count overall. I am about to enter force time, and really I sort of adjusted my play so that I can hit force time before the bosses do. It looks extremely close here. I entered force time when the bosses are at 99% force gauge, but trust me when I say this is sort of adjusted for, and it's not really RNG. If you follow the exact same actions that I took, you will always enter force time when the boss hits 99%. But even if the bosses enter force time, it doesn't actually matter because just using Lenna's FR will hit force weakness and cancel them out of their force time. But I just really didn't want to deal with their force attack, so I sort of ran this route instead. But I've sort of done this run like 2 or 3 times on the exact same turn order and exact same actions, and I hit force time every single time when the bosses are at 99%. So Noctis and Iris both have 2 consecutive turns here, and that's because of the Lunafreya call on Iris. Quick reminder, Iris must be in party slot number 3 so that everyone gets buffed with quick prayer. The 2 consecutive turns allows you to use double echoes on both Noctis' turn and Iris' turn. While you are damaging the boss, one note is that you have to damage the bosses as evenly as possible, because our goal here is to bring both bosses to 69% before entering BT mode. If you can't make that, then essentially the run is a fail because the boss's health will get stuck at 69% while you are in Lenna's BT mode. if you are having issues hitting 69% before entering BT mode, you could consider popping summon mode a bit early. The summon animation itself does some nice damage of course, which helps, but you also get boosted HP damage inside summon mode, both of which should allow you to comfortably hit 69% by the end of summon mode. On Lenna's turn here, again go into her echoes. I will be going one more round of attacks with everyone. Both Noctis and Iris are out of echoes, but I'm still at 10 turns of force time, so there is room for them to use non-echoes attack. And doing so, Lenna will get her next turn when there are 8 turns of force time remaining, which is really ideal. Also, as you are building your force gauge bonus, you need to keep an eye on which bosses can be broken, because here we are capitalizing on Noctis' warp step in order to gain all the additional turns before the bosses can act. And if you are not careful, you may mess up on a turn order and warp your own turns after the bosses. Essentially, every time you get a turn, you always want to target the boss that doesn't have Brave, or I should say you should always target the boss that is in the broken state. Alright, so I'm finally back at Lenna's turn. All echoes have been used, and the last attack from Iris just nicely brought the last boss to 69%, so I have free reign for BT mode. Now on BT mode, I used 3 of Lenna's Dragon Breath. First, one thing here is that the first Dragon Breath, I target boss A. After this attack, every other attack in the BT mode is targeting boss B. This is very important to do, mainly to capitalize on the HP damage, and the reason for this is because of the 29% HP gate. So a little bit of explanation about the 29% HP gate. When any boss hits 29%, they will use an attack called Photosynthesis and will remove the HP gates. Photosynthesis is essentially just a stat boost. It is also a DPS clock, because after 20 field turns have passed, the boss will get a red aura, and if they get a turn while the red aura is up, they will instantly kill you. That part doesn't really matter because they won't get a turn anyway. However, one additional effect on Photosynthesis, and you can see boss B using it here, but one additional effect on Photosynthesis is that when boss A uses Photosynthesis, the HP will be locked until boss B is dead, meaning you can't further damage boss A below 29% until you kill off boss B. This is exactly why we switched the targets to boss B early on, so that boss A hits 29% just by the splash HP damage alone, and all of your additional damage from Noctis' follow-up attack, plus Lenna's new Mega Flare arrow or Mega Flare shot will hit boss B and allow you to quickly kill off boss B so that boss A can be damaged once again. So boss B is dead, and I still have one more additional turn here. If you are lacking in damage a little bit, it doesn't matter too much. I actually ended the fight right after the BT mode, and there is quite a lot of leeway left. You will exit BT mode with 1 turn of force time remaining at 99%. Lenna will get another instant turn, so you can use LD at 99% to deal tremendous amounts of damage. And even if that doesn't kill the boss, don't forget Iris gets the next turn, and you can use Iris' EX to copy Lenna's damage. So essentially you have 2 turns of 99% bonus left after the BT mode steal to finish off the fight. I didn't really need that. As you can see here, I finished off the BT mode with the boss essentially dead. So the summon animation from Brothers actually killed off the boss for me. But if you need the extra leg room, you have it right there. Anyway, that's it for this fight. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe, cause it really helps a lot. Till then, I will see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye! Oh, and one disclaimer, apologies but I forgot to screenshot the party setup screen, but it will be included in the video description.